Hey guys, just wanted to hop in here real quick and kind of let you know we do have a slightly different video to post today. This is more showing some of the in-depth work that we had to do to replace this negative cable. So super long form, almost an hour long. If you do like these type of videos, please, let me know through likes, comments, whatever the case may be. Otherwise, wanted to let you know this did fix a lot of our drain and charging issues. Anyways, hope you enjoy the video. All right, so tonight we will be replacing the ground cable. So, this is the full grounding cable. Once again, as per most of my items, ordered through fastwrx.com. Gonna leave this part number up on screen for y'all for just a second. 81601 Foxtrot Echo 130. And so, basically comes with everything that we're gonna need to replace the ground. So first, we've got the strap to the battery. We have the strap to the firewall. I'm going to assume this goes off somewhere in this area. And then these two, if I am correct, go to the starter. So we're going to need that. We're going to need a 10. I've got a 10 socket, 10 deep well, quarter drive, and a 12 mil 3/8. Got 3/8 because of the bolts for the back of the starter, I believe, are 12. We will see though. Now again, this is not the stock terminal. So I had to use the 12 there. Normally it would be a 10, I believe. Then we're going to take this one off as well. And I provided a list at the beginning. If that changes over time, I will update the list. And there will be a few things that I am required to use that you all will not be because of this lovely intercooler piping. That off. Set that off to the side. Okay. That could be to the block, if I'm honest. But you know what? We'll know more once we get the intercooler hose off, or intercooler pipe off. Okay, so that's nice and loose. Come over here. That is not a 10. Double check just to make sure. Which is kind of worrisome because I like to keep my T-bolt clamps matching. Felt like more of a 12. What I'm trying to figure out though is this here. Not really finding anywhere for it. At least not yet. All right. So let's look for a deep well 12. Eleven. Oh, where have all my deep wells gone? All right, we're gonna use 7/16. Fit pretty well. Okay, so we have it loose. I need just a little bit more loose though. And then we're gonna need something to pull that. And again, no idea where my cutters are, so we're just gonna twist it off. Okay. We're gonna twist as we pull. There we go. Okay, so now we're gonna need to lift from this side and then try to snake it out of here, which is gonna be incredibly interesting. There's not the most room in here. All right, we're broken free there. Hmm. We got that broke free, so I wonder if we can go ahead and pull from this side. difficult bit here. We have a very difficult time rotating because of the location of everything. And this has just the right amount of give to it. Okay, that might have been the better route to take. So again, pull up on this one until we have her free. Push back on this one. Now, to get this out, I think our best move is actually going to be this. All right, she's out. And good God, she is super clean inside. That's actually surprising. Okay. All right, so we have her out of the way. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to stuff that. Just going to put a glove over it. It is, I'm not going to say it's the right way or the wrong way. It is a way to make sure we catch anything that might happen to fall down in there. So we'll just take a glove, fit it over top just like this. Now, less likely to have something fall down in there. All right. Now, we're going to have an interesting time here. Here's one of the plugs. So next bit, gonna be this little bolt right here. Gonna be a 10. Just gonna go ahead, pop that loose. Good Lord, that is difficult to turn. I'm wondering if maybe we found our corrosion and our draw, or I'm no electrician, guys, so forgive me if I'm saying the wrong thing here. But I kind of wonder if this might be where our charging issue is. That was very difficult to remove. Possibility that a tap and die kit's needed. Clean that up. See where everything's sitting. Okay. Already noticing some differences. I don't know if they will be damning to the project or not. Obviously, this sits here. This flips around and over onto the firewall, like so. This comes down. Not sure where this goes. And then this goes to the starter. Not 100% sure where this one goes. Maybe it's just a body harness. Not completely positive. I also don't like the way this thing's fitting. Maybe it's supposed to be like that. I don't know entirely. All right, so gonna get another glove. Been a bit of a pain. I don't really like that this is crimped here at all. That one's out. Right. things are making a little bit more sense now. Okay. Okay. If I see all this correctly, this is this right here. And it looked to be right based on how everything's coming apart. Okay. It looks like we've got one more right here. Okay. Have this one out. God, I hate the way this cabling has been done. There's one little connector down here that I'm trying to get. I know it's difficult for everyone to see, but there we go. Had one small one that we had to get a hold of. And it looks like there's another one in the back. Okay, so I see where this other ground is going. It is grounding to the block right here. Hopefully everybody can see that. And then we have one going here. Okay, so technically, outside of this one, zip tie, we should just have two more bolts to do, and then we can take out the entire assembly and then go back through and replace the assembly, and technically she's done. There will probably be a few other things that we do though, before fully putting everything back together, especially with this wiring. It's not the greatest. All right, so one thing that we did have to grab is an extension. I'll add that to the list at the beginning of the video. And that's just to allow us to get down in here to get the ground off of the block, which again, I know it's going to be difficult to see. It's going to be this bolt here. Ah, that is not a 12. So let me get a 14. Watch, this will be a 13 too. No matter. We got what we need nearby at least. Oh, what the shit? All right. It is 13. Break it loose. Let's pull it the rest of the way out. Now I am pulling up on the cable just to make sure if there is a washer that we don't lose it. Doesn't appear to be one. Put that there with the rest of them. Now, this one is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass, because we have so much stuff around it. But there's also this boot we have to get lifted too. Set that up there for a moment. All right, we have the boot pulled back. I'm going to see. This is a 13 real quick. Doesn't feel like one. Let's try the 12. That feels a lot more. Feels a lot better. However, getting anything in there is going to be an absolute pain in the ass. I think what we can try, emphasis on try, going in through here onto the back. Not quite enough. so much stuff here. It's proving to be in the way. Let's see if we got a 12 that'll fit down in there. Preferably ratchet. I think that boot is honestly getting in the way and causing most of the issues of getting anything on there. So I'm trying to pull it back right now. Yeah, because I think about the only way we're going to get it going between these lines right here. I'll try it with the smaller ratchet, or yeah, ratchet wrench. Socket wrench, whatever. Very tight spot, so having to work this little by little. got it to the point where it's finger tight. And I can slowly start pulling this off. Okay, there's the nut. The thing we need to be careful about is if there's any washers on it, I want to make sure they come off with my hand. All right, not feeling any, so we're good there. Okay, so we have everything detached. Looks like we actually have two more. Goodness. Looks like we have two more zip ties to handle. Then we should be able to pull this out. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video there. I'll come back to you once we have everything detached and ready to pull out. All right, so while I was getting some things sorted, found something. This is this connector. But what I'm not sure of is if that's supposed to be there and this is the lead that goes to the battery, or if it's something else completely. I believe this piece here leads back inside, betting it's to the turbo timer, and we might even play around with a few things to see if that is in fact the case. But for now, we're going to go ahead and pop this off. That's going to go right there. We'll put these back together because we're going to do a little bit of investigating. Get this unwrapped from here. And then we're going to go ahead and start slowly pulling this out, watching for any catches. Like these. All this wiring mess. There we have it. The old wiring harness is out. We can definitely see a little bit of corrosion, it appears, in the wire itself. On the terminals, where it connects to everything, we can definitely see the corrosion there. So, I'm going to check over here, and we're going to see what this looks like. Seems awfully suspicious that, I mean, we have this tying in, but this ties in from the relay box, from the fused charging section. Words. And then this connects through the back on top. Okay. And so we'll simply need to feed this back through. as such and get everything into position. That's back where it's gonna be. That's where it will be. I have questions as to why they did it that way. There's usually some kind of a reason for things. I'm just not seeing it right now. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this on here. We got it started. I'm going to leave it just a touch loose for the time being. Okay, we have it on there, but we haven't started it. This is gonna be the fun part, because she is way back in there, and I could easily dislodge it. We've almost got it finger tight. The problem is, That damn protective cover keeps getting in the way. Granted, I'm glad it's there. But holy shit, it's a pain in the ass. Come on. Okay. It's not on tight yet, but I gotta take a break. Oh, fuck. That is killer on the back. What I will go ahead and do is tighten this ground up. Ground's on there nice and tight. Because really, the way it would be set up is you would have this through here and this through here. Let me check on the WRX real quick and see the order. Just keep them the same. Okay, so yeah, it looks like the one with the knuckle or the elbow, whatever, right here first. And then you would have this one. And then the nut. Now, to be clear, this is not me saying that one wire is going away completely. What this is, though, is I'm setting it up the way it should be. And then we'll determine whether or not we're going to continue with that turbo timer. All right. Gonna hop back down in here. don't drop, don't drop, don't drop. She's still a little loose. So, we got the starter solenoid back on nice and tight. Grommet is where it needs to be. Run all the way through here. We've got the ground bolt on. We've got the power wires reconnected. I did leave out the one mystery wire for now. We're going to see what it is by seeing what doesn't turn on when we put everything back together. That way I will know, and it will make anything down the line a little bit easier to troubleshoot. So now we just got to plumb this back through, just in the reverse order we did earlier. So I notice the positive cable is really tight on this. I really need to find my 10 mil ratchet wrench. This would go a lot faster. All right, let's hop in the car. Getting out of these sweaty ass gloves. And we're not gonna start it. We're just gonna make sure she powers back on. And we're gonna see where we have power, whether that be here and these gauges. I lied, I think we're gonna go ahead and start it. I know exactly what that cable was for now. Okay. No big deal. We'll correct it. That cable is for the fuel pumps, because this car has two 450, or this is an assumption at least, because all the gauges came on, the timer came on, but I never heard the fuel pumps. So that's telling me that that cable is actually the cable for the fuel pumps. Oh, that'll reach. So let's go ahead and undo this. So now the question is, why do they have it set up this way with this? Because, I mean, it's kind of tight, but not so much that you would need to go and do all this. Okay. So, everything's restored back to the way it was, minus several zip ties. So now we hop in.